Red Alert 2 World Series Pro Division action, and I have a really weird game for you guys today. This was played a couple weeks ago between Gene and Osama, a couple of top-level players, Allied versus Soviet on a massive map, and Osama's playing France, so you know things are going to get weird. The Grand Cannons come out, there's countering with Kirovs and super weapons, and it really just gets, well, bizarre is the word, but I prefer entertaining. Best of all, we got Snark, the man himself, in the booth with me co-hosting, so you know it's going to be a good one. Stick around, guys, and if you do enjoy it, please like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff is free for you. Helps me get this content in front of more people. I'm trying to get more people watching, playing, and streaming this beautiful game. It's really as simple as that. RA to the moon, boys. Let's go. That's really what it's going to be. If Gene can win on Osama's map here, they'll take home the series. If Osama can pull out some wacky allied shenanigans, as we've already seen happen twice today, we will be burning barns, go to match point. Now Soviet, allied in this map, we talked about being so big, Rocketeers, the water, all these opportunities for some of Allied's toys. What are you looking to do here, Snark? Soviet versus Allied. What's the Soviet player's move?
Okay, so the Soviet player's move, in my opinion, is to go straight for 4 war factories and then rush tech. Like, you want to be pressuring the Allied player so that he feels very uncomfortable, and then you want to have the IC and the nuke out. But definitely keep map control as much as possible. Have these strategically placed flat cannons so that you don't have to worry about Rocketeers coming in and eliminating your entire base. And take up quickly, get the super weapons out, and keep the Allied player stuck in his base. Use the Soviet pressure, your ability to spam out 4 war factories, split him up. Don't engage necessarily. I didn't even realize Osama went France.
Oh yeah, Osama France here. What do you think about France here? I mean, these defensive cannons, you're not going to get an offensive cannon in the game. You'd have to base walk for 2 years, right? But maybe
not going to be offensive.
Central,
pure defensive.
Central MCV moves use the cannons to block up some of these choke points. But not you'd expect in America here, right?
Definitely a possibility. Yeah, I mean, there's some really nice choke points to place paradrops that it can be really annoying for the Soviet player. Now, Gene not going for the tech, gonna move his MCV first. I definitely would have liked to see him rush super weapons here and ask Osama some questions in that point, because this is exactly what Osama wants. Take your time, chill in your base, build up a huge army. I'll have so many cannons and barrages at my base that in your dreams you will not be able to push my position. On the other hand, if Gene can get enough war factories out... Wait, is that a second MCV?
Wait, hold on. I'm tracking. Let me track this, Tanya. Oh my gosh. Does Gene not see it?
Oh no.
Oh, he sees it.
He does see it. He does see the spot.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
The double MCVs from Gene, and an interesting...
I like it. I like it.
That is interesting. Now, of course, one of those things where if your economy can keep up, why not? Especially because of the Chronosphere. The Chronosphere with 5 or 6 Prism tanks, it's like an instant cancel on an MCV. So to have multiple here, to anticipate the Chrono Prism tanks possibly coming is nice. And it allows him to spread the map while he can keep producing, right? So you saw his refinery was already ready because he had another MCV, boom, plants it down. And Gene taking massive map control here. I love that. Osama trying some shenanigans. A Spy and a Tanya denied on that right side. Obviously, those completely shift the game. A Spy will completely swing things here. And now Gene into the second MCV for Osama.
Yeah, a cannon out to defend it as well. Gene moving into a precarious position here as Rhino's strong out here. Trying to group them up at the cannon on the one side and the Mirages on the other side, forcing Gene to retreat here. Good value for Osama. Gene, paying a heavy price there, but in the meantime, Gene's spreading across the map. His economy is insane right now. It is just phenomenal. And Osama, with his own second MCV, moving across the map as well. Gene needs like 2 more extra war factories. I want to see him tech. I do want to see him tech. Of course, with the Chronosphere, it's already precarious to tech at this point. And Gene pushing in through here. Look at these cannons. Great. Look at these 3 cannons.
I think.
How do you push that?
I think Gene's gonna get dunked too. I mean, look at Osama. He brings 5 Grizzlies back to hold.
And a 4th cannon. He definitely should have brought more.
He could have brought more.
This Chronosphere gonna go down.
The cannons. He gets the Chronosphere. That was decent. And Gene gets that backside MCV with a 3-tank split. So that was double value. Got the Chronosphere as well, but pulled his attention as well as mine, and did get on that backside and grab an MCV as well. Now Osama has another MCV. He has a service depot, and he has 13K. Both players on funny money at this point. Gene touching 30K, Osama on 15. But that does slow Osama down a little bit, and as Gene just postures up on this entire map, sells that refinery because the gems are gone. So now denies that Chronosphere, Oof, and that was a well-orchestrated
Absolutely
attack.
huge move.
Yeah,
Beautiful
very
out of
nice.
Gene. Absolutely, really nice out of Gene there, getting the MCV and the
Ooh.
Chronosphere at the same time.
Lot of rhinos. Lot of rhinos here.
That is a big bunch of rhinos. Does he have another cannon ready is my question. And how much power is all this taking? Now we do see the Chronosphere back up. And another MCV out for Osama again. We'll see what position he needs. Like, look at these miners. They're eating ore patches like crazy. Osama's running out of money really quickly. He needs to expand. Of course, he does have an insane amount in the bank, which is also something to consider. But and now the Rocketeers, which is going to make pushing through the cannons and ignoring everything else harder.
The Rocketeers, yeah, but you got to be thinking that Osama does need to be looking for some kind of offensive value. I mean, if Gene gets a foothold on every patch on the entire map, and Osama's contained to his own base, all of a sudden you start trading super weapons in a late game, and you got to think the IC taking a bite every time is going to be able to slowly dwindle him down. You know, building these MCVs has slowed down his tank numbers. Osama is on 4 war factories. I'd like to see some more mirages here, and I'd also like to see a bundle of prisms so that he can chronosphere and maybe try to get some value. But where do you even go? I mean, Gene's got 3 fairly strong bases at this point, and look at this. He's on his doorstep.
Yeah, and Super Weapon's completely on opposite sides of the map.
Apox.
And now look, we're seeing
Apox.
Apox coming out. Hell yeah. Apox can survive a few shots off of the cannons better than Rhinos can. Still, I question the Apox move. And look, Osama obviously has a cannon ready as he moves his MCV forward. In a base towards base situation, France will take every time.
Yeah.
So questionable. Oh, force back. Look at this positioning. They're like really playing the edge here. Really playing the edge here. Osama wants to push forward. He doesn't want to lose his MCV too early. The super weapon's counting down, and there we go. The cannon in a beautiful position. The Mirages move forward to defend.
Osama could be looking to dunk here. He doesn't. Oh, he does.
Where did they go?
Goes at the
They go to the nuke. The nuke is gonna go down.
Sells the nuke.
Sells it.
And these Grizzlies.
And now starts making Apox from there right away. Did you see how fast Gene primaries that war factory?
And then goes over to drones. Yeah, these Grizzlies are on the moon right now. Gene's main force cannot afford to come back. We got a hype tank. I love you guys are hype, man. I'm hyped. That was a perfect hype tank. Gene immediately matches these Grizzlies with drones. Oh no, the drones run the wrong way. Drones run the wrong way.
And now lost track of them.
And Osama pushing.
And
He's pushing in. He doesn't need to push forward. Kirov now.
The Kirov.
That's the expected counter. Okay, these Grizzlies now fully droned. We can forget about
Grizzlies
those.
Down. Grizzlies completely
another
down.
cannon.
Another cannon. This is huge. And the Mirage is coming in as well. But the double Kirov coming in with all the Rocketeers in position. And the IC gets pulled. Oh my God. So many Kirovs coming out. 4 Kirovs, 5 Kirovs, 6 Kirovs. He's just spamming the Kirovs. You know, it's actually only 4 Kirovs. But he gets
it's 5 Kirovs. The Apox.
Oh, but the Kirovs are AFK, and the Apox pushing in here as well. Use the Kirovs.
Another cannon.
Use the Kirovs. Oh my God, and he's clicking down these Mirages.
His Rockies.
Like there's no tomorrow.
His Rockies
out of position.
Osama's Rockies went on strike halfway through that fight. These Kirovs are going to cause some big issues. Now he's going to get the flash tracks. Oh my goodness, Osama's going to hold.
There's like 10 Kirovs. There is 10 Kirovs over here.
Osama's.
What is Gene doing? Oh my God, he needs a flat cannon. Look at that cannon placed in such a position. And the Apoc comes out, melts immediately. No. He needs to move these Kirovs.
And these Mirages.
Not good.
These Mirages are going to start going elite so fast. He builds a forward flat cannon. These Mirages are going to go elite so fast, taking down Apocs. Apocs are so valuable. So he already has an elite Mirage in this group. The Deso comes out. Desos are going to get melted. The forward barracks from Gene. Oh, that Deso would have been huge. But he does. He insta deploys that Deso, but Osama got out of the range. Oh my gosh, this is so hype. Holy shit. And now drones.
And 2 elite FEs. Oh God, this is over, Ivor.
And Osama wins it.
This is over.
I sees the drones.
IC drones.
He ICs the drones.
It's going to lead the elite IV at least, but it's not going to be enough. Osama just, he's in such a good position now.
And Gene brought the fight to Osama's doorstep, and ultimately, you know, doing that against France, rarely the move. Certainly wasn't the one in this case. You know, and what a funny thing, a massive map like this, and I haven't had to move my screen at all. It all came down to this thanks to Gene's base walk. And Gene has a nuke coming. Gene moves an MCV directly into Osama's base.
What? When did this happen? What is going on?
I see out for Gene.
What is going on?
This is Gene's only MCV at the moment. Gotta be the beginning of the end here. Osama, I think that was a Cronus throw.
Yeah, the Chrono. Yeah,
Again, gets
Chrono's
the nuke.
The Grizzlies gets an elite, and now he's gonna go straight for that IC as well. Gonna get that as well with the elite Grizzly helping out for sure. Wow. So Osama. I mean, Gene played that really nicely. There was some wacky stuff going on there.
Kirov's on the...
Kirov's now on the left side.
Dude, Gene, like I said, Gene goes down swinging, man. Now, it's one thing, like, we've seen games where, like, you have no army left and your naval yard is in the middle of the lake, and you sit there and laugh at your opponent and say, like, just quit or whatever, I'm gonna go eat a sandwich. That's different. But in this case, Gene's got tech. He's got, well, he had super weapons at one point. He had an MC. Oh, he still has an MCV. I don't hate it, man. Go down swinging, Gene. Go down swinging, buddy. Pour out the Kirovs. This would be tough. This would not be the craziest comeback I've ever seen, I don't think, for Gene right now. Because Gene's on 10K. Osama's broke. Osama is broke, Snark.
Osama is broke. He did move his MCV now to a position where he can, his miners can start working again. Gene with like 5 trillion Kirovs heading across the map here. Okay, so it's Desos, drones, and Kirovs. This is his new combination. He wants to take out the anti-air using the Desos and the drones. Well, the Desos are for the Mirages, the drones are for the IFVs, the Kirovs are for the buildings. This is his new winning combination. IC comes out again. Did I call this too early, Ivor? Is this not over yet? Could there still be a chance for Gene, the Warhammer? This is crazy.
The drones are going to feast on these IFVs.
Oh, the Desos are in position. Can the drones make it in? Oh, the Mirages are
the Mirages come up to clean up.
The Deso coming in. Oh, okay. A few of the IFVs are drones.
He needs more drones. He's gonna. This is
Osama's only money making base at the moment, but this is a lot of IFVs. Can he get rid of this entire base? No, he cannot.
He's pulling
Osama's
back.
Going to defend this.
Doesn't he have more drones? Doesn't he have more drones coming?
There definitely should have been more drones coming. Oof.
Wow.
And that elite IFV just shuts down Kirov so
and a
fast.
weather storm and a chronosphere for Osama.
Wow.
Gene has an iron curtain. Man, what do you think? Could have drug his feet a little bit, waited for an IC drone. Could have really pried things open there.
An IC drone, yeah, but the problem is the chronosphere was way before. Like that it would have got. There we go. Look, the Chronos, the Grizzlies in to take out that IC. Drones couldn't make a difference there. The IC goes down again, and Osama just keeping Gene super weaponless. Really doing a good job here. What a crazy great. What are we?
Pull the miners, send it all down the left side, try to hit these 2 power plants, maybe put them low power, hope that Osama falls asleep, and then die with honor. And here we go. Miners getting pulled. Here we go, boys. Pulling the miners. Let's go. Hey, look at that. I called it, Snark. I never call things right. My ideas are rarely what the pros should actually do. But in this case, hey, I nailed that one. Nice. Go Ivor.
I mean, Ivor, I wouldn't give you too much credit in this situation specifically. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. It's the most obvious prediction in the world. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right, so dive on the power. There's these 2 power plants could certainly put them low power. Sells the MCV. Let's go, boys. The conscripts, dude. Berg, buff the conscripts, man. They can't even keep up. I mean, realistically, a guy running in a trench coat should be the same speed as a tank. Maybe faster. I can run faster than a tank, don't you think?
Well, it depends on the tank, and it depends for how long.
Good point. Good point. No, indefinitely. Now it's just miners. Okay, right now, if Gene wins...